Okay, it's 1 o'clock on a balmy afternoon. I've sort of gotten bored fishing the tailwater. Doing contact nipping on the tailwater, and so I've decided to drive just a little bit further south and up into the mountains to fish this particular river. It's next to a state highway, so that's somewhat problematic, but it's got browns and cutthroats in it. Water level looks fantastic today. Air temperature is warm at about 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Water temperature is 6 degrees Celsius. I think that I'll have to check for sure, but I think that the river flow is about 120 cubic feet per second. I'm going to be fishing egg patterns today. I've got the Suntech GM39 𝗙𝗵𝗶𝗲 special. This is what is called nowadays the Tenkara 𝗙𝗶𝗶𝗀 39. It is my absolute favorite travel rod, and I also really like it for contact or tight line nymphing, so I'm going to be using it today. And there's really no breeze right now. Sky is sort of heavily overcast with just little patches of blue sky. And I got a bridge right here behind me. It's the highway, and I'll parallel the highway up a little ways. Oh, there's a fish right there came up and probably took a midge. Anyway, we'll get rigged up and get going. Right there, right in front of me. That was the first cast. Sort of just a little flip cast before I waded out here a little bit more. I wanted to run the fly through there, and there we go. This guy's a little rainbow from some of the... It's like he's been caught before. He's sort of got a ripped lip. But there's some campgrounds around here, so look like he's probably from one of those campgrounds. This particular egg pattern has a brass bead on it. It doesn't have a tungsten bead. I usually use a tungsten bead, but the water's low enough. I'm going to try a brass bead and see how it goes. I may have to change if I get into some deeper pockets. There we go. Oh, that's a good sized fish. That might be a whitefish. No, no, maybe. Yeah, it looks like a whitefish. Big whitefish. Yeah, he's pretty good size. I think he's hit my fly a couple times. You're gonna have to be netted, buddy. I don't want to break my tippet. He's a couple pounds. And they always twitch all over the place. Oh, come here. Come here. There we go. Yeah, see, he's pretty good size. I'll give him my fly back, brother. Sorry. There we go. Okay. So I got my fly back. He's a pretty big dude. Probably about 17, 18 inches and several pounds of heavy whitefish. Okay. That'll do just fine. There we go, there's a little trout. A little more energetic than that whitefish. Nowhere near his size. Wouldn't that be fun if I got a trout the size of that whitefish? This one's a little brown, it looks like. Yeah, good. Off he goes. I didn't see him when he was on his lie, but I saw him come down, and I was watching my egg pattern, which of course is bright enough I could see in the shallow water, and then suddenly my egg disappeared, and then I saw a flash, so I knew that there was a fish that came and took it. A little brown. Very good. Boy, it's a beautiful day out here. Not even cold. The thing I love about the Suntech GM39, the Tenkara 𝗙𝗶𝗲𝗀 39, is despite it being a zoom rod that can be fished in 3 positions, 3 lengths, it's got excellent balance, and I like the action. It's stiffer, a little stiffer on the action. It has an RFI of about 5.4 to 5.8, depending on which length you're fishing. So it is a little stiffer than probably what many people would like, but for me that's what makes it a really nice nymphing rod. I can set the hook quite quickly, and yet I can still cast a number 3 level line. This is a 290 centimeter number 3 level line with about 3.5 feet of 5.5 tippet on it. 5.5X. And of course it's got a bead head. But it casts beautifully. It's very lightweight. And it is my favorite traveling rod. There we go. I didn't know if that was a fish or the current. Turned out to be a fish. Looks like a cutthroat. Oh, it's getting below me in this fast current. Come on. Oh, and it pulled out. Knew it was going to pull out because of he got down into this fast water. Just trying to pull him over, but didn't go. It's okay. Let's see here. See if I can get my fly back. And there it is. And I just broke that branch. Oh well. Better than breaking my rod. And I got my fly back. There we go. The browns are in the shallows and the cutthroats are behind any obstruction. Okay, there you go, pal. Look at you. Very good. There we go. Little one. Yeah, it's cutthroat. That's nice. Nice cutthroat. Another one. I tell you, this egg pattern really is amazing in the winter up here. It doesn't do so well on the tailwater that I fish mostly in the winter. It's a little brown. But up on this freestone, yeah, nice little brown. It really does well. Well, that was a subtle take. That's a cutthroat. It was in front of that rock. I thought it was on the bottom, so I lift the rod tip more gently than I usually do, and lo and behold, it was a fish. Nice little cutthroat. There we go. Well, other than that whitefish, I'm really not catching any trout of any size today. Most of the time I catch trout in the 14-inch range on this river, but not today. But I am okay with that. It's a little brown. It's good just to be away from the tailwater and fishing a totally different type of water, more like I do in the summer months. There we go. Little brown. Knew there had to be a fish in that particular run. It just looks too nice. They're sort of skinny. I think they're spawned out. Anyway, it's 2:10. I'm going to work my way over here to the side of the stream and then head back to the truck. And it's been good. That's all I needed, about an hour on the water. I hate fishing alongside traffic, but you know, you got to do what you got to do. I love this rod. I use it mainly as my backup rod. So when I actually do take a second rod with me on the water, this is usually in my back pocket. But I need to fish it more. It's really a good rod. There are no other comparable rods in its length configuration, you know, 320, 360, 390 zoom, that even compare to it in my opinion. It is so light and well balanced, yet so strong, or I should say has appropriate power, that it's really a highly overlooked rod. It is amazingly wonderful. Anyway, that's it for today. If the winter continues to be mild, then I will be back. That's a better sized fish. That's what I normally catch in here. So we can keep him on. And I missed him. And he took my fly. Bummer.